Hi friends, welcome to my channel, and this is part 8 video in mastering Hyper-V on Windows Server. And in this video I'm going to show you how to export and import virtual machines on a Hyper-V. So what do you mean by export and import? So let's say we have a virtual machine running on VM1 is running on Hyper-V1, and if we want to move to Hyper-V2 without having a cluster. So if you have a cluster running on with the two node or more than two nodes, you can simply migrate your machine from migrate, or you can say you can move your machines from one host to another host without having anything special done. You can do the just right click on the virtual machine and you can move virtual machines in the running condition from host 1 to host 2. And when you need a export and import of the virtual machine, let's say you don't have a cluster running inside your environment for VMs, okay. And if you have a dedicated standalone Hyper-V host one, and if you have a few other Hyper-V hosts which is not in clusters, so if you want to do a basically you can say if you want to do a maintenance on Hyper-V host, but uh, which require a downtime of few hours, or maybe you are planning to upgrade operating system or anything, and you want to move your virtual machines which is running on Hyper-V1 to for a time period on Hyper-V2. So how you can do it? So you can use the export and import feature of the Hyper-V. So there are other few others uh, requirements, or you can say scenarios where you can use export and import. Let's say if you have a data center one where you are running one virtual machine and you want to export it to some other location or the data center uh, which is not physically connected or logically connected to your environment, so you can dump your virtual machines on the USB drive or pen drive, and you can move it to secondary location and you can just import the virtual machine and run it from there. So there are a lot of use cases where you can use export and import feature depending on your requirement. So let's jump in the demo environment. So we have the same environment which we are running from last 3-4 videos. So I got two my domain controllers and two Hyper-V servers, and on top of that Hyper-V server I am running my two virtual machine VM1 and VM2. So here is my two domain controllers, so DC1, DC2, and this is my Hyper-V1. So if I go here and show you the Hyper-V manager, you can see one of the virtual machine is there. So I'm going to start the virtual machine. Uh, so you can take the move basically export virtual machine in a running condition, and also you can move it to, and basically you can take the export in hot and cold both manner. So in this scenario I'm going to just give you hot export scenario in this demo. So let's wait for virtual machine to boot up and then we'll try to export the VM. So to export the VM, I'm going to create one folder here, and I'll call it name, let's say Hyper-V export. And now this machine is booted. I'm just going to log into machine to make sure everything is good. So now now what I'll do, I will go and select right click on the virtual machine, and you will see option here export. So I'm going to click on export, and now it's asking the virtual machine location where you want to export the virtual machine. Basically specify where you want to save the files. So it's going to save the all the files, virtual hard drive, virtual config VM configuration and everything. So I have already created this folder, I think. Hyper-V export, and I'm going to select this folder and here, and I'll go ahead and click on export. So now you will see export is started and it's already 10% completed. So if I go here now in the export folder, you will see here VM name. Under the VM name you will get the three folders, basically virtual hard disk, where all your virtual machines hard drives are going to be stored. So if you have a more than one hard drive, you will see here, and the virtual machine configuration. And then if you have a multiple snapshot, you will see the snapshot also get exported. So all the current state, whatever, whenever you initiated the export, everything is going to be saved. So now I want to import this on my VM2. So I'll go ahead and do one thing. Just shut down this machine. Let's say there is a maintenance going on this host. So I'll go ahead and I need this file, export file, on my second server. So I'll go ahead and share this on some uh, location from where I can access the this file from my second Hyper-V host. So I'm going to copy it to my DC01 C drive, and while this copy is running, I'll go ahead and open on my Hyper-V 2. I'm going to launch my Hyper-V manager. So if you see here, we got VM2 here in power off state. So I'll go ahead and access the DC path, where I'm basically doing copy of my export file. So you will see here export is here. It's still copying, so we need to wait for some time, and once this copy is done, I'll copy on the local machine of the uh, uh, D drive. I guess we can copy in D drive of the Hyper-V 2. So almost done. Yeah, so copy is done. Now we can go ahead and close everything here, and now it's time to go to DC0 Hyper-V 2, and I'll go ahead and access the share path, and this is the file. So I can copy this exact name folder of the VM, or you can copy the complete file. So I'm going to copy this file only, basically folder only, and I'm going to put inside Hyper-V, or you can create a new folder and you can put it there. So I'll go ahead and put here, and this is done. Now I need to go here on Hyper-V 2, and again there are a lot of options. You can do import virtual machine from here also. So I'm going to click on basically import virtual machine. You can click, and then you need to browse the location of the virtual machine. So in my case it's here, so I need to select this folder. So I'll wait for some time to get this copy finished. And then we can move to the importing the virtual machine. So almost there. So one thing you need to make sure while you are importing the virtual machine on any other Hyper-V host, you need to make sure your primary VM is switched off, which is running. Either if you get both virtual machine running in the same state, in the same environment at the same time, it might create some implications. So just make sure. This is, you can see the virtual machine date of creation when this input is created, and choose import type. So this is going to use the existing unique ID of the virtual machine. This is going to restore the virtual machine, or this is only register virtual machine, restore, copy, what type of thing you have done. So I'm going to use the register virtual machine in place. So it's going to use the existing unique ID and register the virtual machine only. So I'll go ahead and register keep ID, and you can see the path of the import file where the machine configuration, VM configuration. So I'll click on finish. Now you can see my virtual machine is imported in the saved state. So since I created this in export during the power on state, so you will see my machine get restored on the same exact location where I left during the export. So now just wait for some time, And if you see here, there is no changes in structure. So whatever I have folder, its folder is there. Inside that folder I got my configuration file, I got my one hard drive, and then snapshot which is blank. So export, basically import does not going to make any changes in your configuration file, configuration, or your folder structure of the virtual machine. So whenever you do import, you need to make sure you are placing the folder, VM folder, at the correct storage or location. So basically this is how you can export and import your virtual machine from one location to one Hyper-V host to another Hyper-V host. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe me for more videos, and if you have any query, any question related to this, you can always post my given mail IDs. Thank you once again. Bye bye.